Good evening. My name is Mrs. Ann McDonald, and I've been the AVID teacher for the 12th graders this year. I'd like to thank you for coming to the celebration for our AVID seniors. Special thanks to Abe Ribke and the Hood River Valley High School site team and volunteers for helping us put this evening on. Thanks, Rick. We're going to start our evening with an address or a welcome from our principal, Columba Jones.
Thank you all, and good evening, buenas noches. Tonight we are celebrating the AVID graduation class, and as mentioned, I get to be the principal here. I'm so honored to be here at HRV with this group of students. We have 32 students that we are honoring that have worked tirelessly to achieve both academic and personal success. You're all graduating high school, going on to college, and or maybe pursuing other career pathways. Some of you are even the first in your family to do this. I can empathize with that as I too share in that experience. You face many challenges, and that only highlights the importance of having a strong support system. Unlike this class many years ago, we didn't have that opportunity to have AVID, and it may have taken me and some others a little bit longer to navigate that path. But you are fortunate to get to have that program, and we're very grateful for that. The AVID program stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. It's demanding, it pushes you beyond your comfort zone, and has proven to be incredibly effective. As the 7th graduating AVID class, you've shown resilience and developed a unique skill set. You've formed meaningful relationships and an AVID family, as I hear you call it, and achieved great things. And I am confident that you're going to continue to do so. The HRVHS community and I are very, very proud of you. Esta noche honramos a 32 estudiantes que han trabajado incansablemente para lograr el éxito académico y personal. Algunos de ustedes son los primeros en su familia en graduarse, asistir a la universidad o seguir otras trayectorias profesionales. Y me siento con una profunda empatía porque yo también compartí en esta experiencia. Entiendo los desafíos y la importancia de un sistema de apoyo sólido. A diferencia de ustedes, a mí no me tocó un programa así para guiarme y quizás me tomó un poquito más tiempo para encontrar ese camino. Tenemos la fortuna de tener este programa ahorita. Este programa AVID significa avance a través de la determinación individual. Es exigente y los lleva más allá de la zona donde ustedes quizás se sientan con confianza de salir. Pero este programa ha demostrado ser increíblemente efectivo. Como 7ª generación de la clase de graduación de AVID, ustedes han demostrado una resiliencia y han desarrollado un conjunto de habilidades únicas. Y han también formado conexiones significativas con lo que los he escuchado nombrar su familia AVID. Han logrado grandes cosas y lo van a continuar a hacer. La comunidad de HRV y yo estamos muy orgullosos de ustedes. Gracias a nuestras familias y nuestros maestros por su inquebrantable apoyo y dedicación a estos estudiantes. Thank you to our families and teachers for your unwavering support and dedication to our students. Felicidades, congratulations, and it is now my pleasure to introduce our AVID coordinator and teacher, Ann McDonald.
I don't like the podium, sorry. Special thanks. We couldn't start this evening without recognition of one particular person whom is dear to everybody's heart at Hood River Valley High School, and that is Doug Beardsley. There. Beardsley, thank you for helping me. You answered every single text within 24 hours whenever I'd frantically go, what do I do now? You answered students' emails, texts. You came into my class to help them. You did not just leave. You're still here. You are invaluable. You built this program in the district. I've heard about you all my life. I've gone to a couple of your in-services. You're amazing. We will keep up this legacy that you have built because it has become so strong and so important. You're missed at the high school and by every staff and student alike. So thank you. Without all of you in the audience, these students would not be here today. Please stand if you have ever taught an AVID class or on the AVID site team. Thank you. Please stand if you are a school board member or an administrator or one of the scholarship funders. You have offered us an immense amount of financial support. College acceptance requires relentless forms and applications. Stand if you are part of the Hood River Valley High School Counseling, Aspire, or Summit office, wrote letters of recommendations, or edited college entrance exams and essays for these students. Please stand. And we always save the most important for last. Please stand if you're a family member or a friend of one of these students, because without you, they would not have made it to this point today. So please stand. I'm so short. And to the 32 Hood River Valley High School AVID seniors, I want to thank you. The day before school started, I was hired for the temporary half-time position, thinking I had been going into retirement. I jumped at the opportunity. I came here, and working with you has made me realize just what an incredible educational system we have and what incredible students you are. You have supported each other, always, in every moment. You speak out for what you believe in, regardless of whether or not it's what we want to hear. And you prove that our education system works. I've taught for 33 years, knowing that what I've done for 33 years mattered. You're the proof. Thank you. I'm honored I was able to be a brief part of your lives. My suggestion is choose a career so that in 40 years, when you're sitting where I am, you can look out and say, I loved my career and it was fulfilling. Our world will be a better place because of each and every one of you. Thank you. So let's look at our AVID program. Yes. In AVID, one of the highlights is the campus visits. We've gone to multiple campuses throughout from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Students have taken the font on that got weird. Students have taken extremely hard AP classes, dual credit classes, and rigorous course loads throughout their career. They have completed college exams over and over, above and beyond what typical high school students would do. They have been accepted to multiple colleges. I would say every single student sitting before you tonight has been accepted to more than one college. They have options. They can go where they want, or they know they can do it. One more. There are 3 of them. They have served in our community thousands of hours. I don't know if our community realizes what an asset you are. Many of you held jobs. All of you kept your GPAs up, and yet you still went out and volunteered. That is a true citizen. You are exemplary. Thank you. The hours aren't showing up. Our class goal was to see how much money you can get in scholarships. We were offered over $4.3 million in scholarship funds. Now, some of okay. And I'd like to thank particularly our local donors. Knowing that our community supports us so much is really important, and you've helped many students reach their dream. Thank you. For the second part, every year, the students vote on one person whom they think has changed and made, it's called the Service Hearts Award, has made a difference in their lives. To present this, Betseda, Arandi, Yaneli, and Alo would like to present the award. Come on out.
So this year's Servant Heart goes out to a woman who holds a very special place in our hearts, who dedicated hours and hours to helping our AVID family, and who is an excellent person, inside and out.
She constantly persisted when FAFSA refused to work. She called and called FAFSA. She also has been such a help throughout the scholarship process. She made sure that we all knew the deadlines and that Kaleidoscope worked so we could apply to local scholarships. She has done so much for us that no one speech could ever express the gratitude. No one set of words could explain how valuable she has been as a resource, and how she has been the backbone to our college application process, and how we thought we should acknowledge her because of how much she's helped us.
She's one of the best persons someone can meet. She's the person to go to when things start going south. She's always looks for the positive when there's an overwhelming negatives. She's the most inspiring people I've ever met. No one can really express their gratitude towards her. Because if it weren't for her, most of us wouldn't be able to get such great fundings from schools and from scholarships. She personally reaches out to students who need help and keep track of whatever their goal is and their college plans. This is something I aspire from her, and it really shows that she cares.
For me personally, she's helped me with all of my FAFSA issues, and she's constantly volunteering to stay on the FAFSA help desk and just listening to that awkward elevator ringtone go on for hours on end, and I truly admire that from her. And with that, it is the AVID Class of 2024 honor to give this award to Malia Bauman.
And with that, we are moving on to the student presentations. Tonight, Mr. Keller will be presenting with me the students and introducing them. So, Mr. Keller, and the first 5 of you, go over and stand on the side. So the first 5 will stand on the side, and then we'll just rotate through.
Keller, I do not want to go either to class or practice, depending on what it was. Do you even know how much I have procrastinated on? Seriously. Even though this was our daily interaction, I know that you are a fighter, and all the times you complained it was just an act event because you're a fighter. You do not give anything less than your best. It may be at the last minute, but it's all you have to give. Oh, dude, Betsy. Wasn't really sure how today was going to turn out. It started out like a 3, maybe a 4, but as it progressed, it certainly turned into a 10. How could it not be a 10? It's AVID graduation. We totes need to collab next year and get hella subscribers. Make sure you like and subscribe as Betsy heads off to become a Nanook in the frigid Arctic North at the University of Alaska Fairbanks.
There is so much to say tonight, and I don't even know where to start. I believe that tonight honors all of our hard work and dedication in bettering ourselves. Most of us have been in AVID since 7th grade, and I can honestly say that I can see the great maturity difference between our 7th grade selves to our current senior year. We've all longed for this moment, and it even feels surreal for me to be up here giving my speech and then later listening to all the other speeches. As I see all of our grad announcements filling our teachers' classrooms, I am filled with sadness as I know that the moment we turn our tassel will likely be the last day we are all together. As cheesy as it might sound, this group truly feels like an AVID family. Thank you for just letting me talk so much in class, looking at me goofy, and for some of you being in my YouTube vlogs. You're gonna go famous. I'll give you some profits, I promise. This upcoming fall, I plan to attend University of Alaska Fairbanks and major in political science. I received a total of 7 local scholarships and numerous institutional ones. I couldn't have done this without the guidance of Ms. Bauman and Mr. Lopez. Thank you so much. También le quiero dar las gracias a mis padres por ser mi mayor apoyo. Gracias por todos sus consejos y por todos los cafés que me compraron para que me quedara despierta mientras estudiaba. Gracias por escucharme y dejarme saber que siempre estarán a mi lado. Los extrañaré demasiado cuando vaya al colegio. Thank you to my brother David and my sister Zoe for helping me out with chores and then for also making me really good motivational posters so the senioritis wouldn't take over, and for helping me out with jamon. I would also like to thank all the wonderful teachers and staff in my elementary, middle, and high school career. A special thank you to Mr. Keller and Ms. Wiesman for being my #teacher besties. Thank you for always checking up on me and listening to all my stories and stresses and for clearing my procrastination and for reminding me to enjoy the moment. To Mr. Keller, thank you so much for doing really famous TikToks with me because we're literally going to go TikTok viral and make millions in a couple minutes. Like once graduation's over, you won't see us ever again. And then we're also encouraging me to pursue my blogging lifestyle while also giving me great content ideas for next year, like making daily days in my life and updating everyone on my Alaska life. Also, a big shout out to Mr. Keller's whiteboard because if you've been in his class, you know there's a little graduation countdown, and that just really motivated me to just keep on going because without it, I don't even think I would really be here, guys. Anyways, my guest of honor tonight is John Combs. My junior year, I took Algebra 2, and I struggled a lot at the beginning of the year. And if you know me, you know I tend to cry a lot at school, whether it's just I'm laughing too hard with my friends or I'm just too stressed out with work, and it's usually I'm too stressed out. But anyways, I remember crying one morning as Mr. Combs tried explaining a formula to me, and he saw my tears and he reminded me that a letter grade shouldn't define who I am. And I will forever keep this advice, especially as I transition into a college setting, because I know that it shouldn't control my mental health. So Mr. Combs, thank you so much for this clarity. I will never forget this AVID group, from little 7th graders taking really cringy pictures and making fake YouTube blogs on our iPads, to achieving seniors who have been accepted to a variety of colleges and have received numerous scholarships. Once again, thank you all for everything. I couldn't have done these 12 years without you guys. And just a little side note, I'll be vlogging this, so just know I'll be on the YouTube vlog, guys.
Gio, every morning you come to class early. You sit down, you talk to me, you're polite, and then you get to work on schoolwork. I've never seen anyone you'll actually beat me half the time to class. You help and encourage your peers when they're struggling in classes, especially on math. You don't give up, and you don't let anyone around you give up. You were accepted into 9 different colleges and awarded several prestigious scholarships like the James Craig Memorial. You were an incredible student and an asset to any community. Welcome and good luck.
Thank you.
Good evening to you all. My name is Giovanni Elias. I've been in AVID since 7th grade, and today I'm standing here as a proud graduate of the AVID program. Without AVID, I wouldn't have developed the strengths that I didn't even know I needed to become the successful student I am today. 2 of those strengths are public speaking and organization. AVID provided me with a planner that eventually became an everyday resource. An immense number of presentations and tutorials led to the decline of fear I had of speaking in front of a crowd. I always felt like a step ahead of everybody else outside of AVID when it came to college applications and preparing for the future. I am proud to say that I will be attending Oregon State University this fall with the intent of majoring in accounting and minoring in finance. Tireless hours of homework, lack of sleep, and pressure I put on myself to exceed all paid off. However, it wouldn't be fair if I gave myself all of the credit. Thank you, family, teachers, friends, and peers. My family has always been there for me, and I've always believed in me. They have never told me that my dreams were too big to strive for. I want to thank my mom for never giving up on me and for always being by my side. Thank you for always telling me to be on top of everything and for always supporting me in what I want to pursue. I will always be grateful for the rest of my life for everything you have done for me. Next, I want to thank my honorary guest, Ms. Osaka, for always having her door open to me no matter what she was doing. You helped me whenever I asked and encouraged me to take harder classes. Thanks to you, I took higher level classes and they have shaped me into the person I am today. And lastly, thank you to the James Craig and Dogwall Foundations for selecting me as one of the recipients of their scholarships. I wouldn't be attending a four-year university if it wasn't for you. Thank you for taking a risk with me, and I know I won't let you down. And for the AVID class scared for this upcoming fall, I'll leave you with this. There's no failure, just steps to success. Thank you. Appreciate that, Ms. McDonald.
You are certain to notice when Natalie walks into a room, her positive energy fills a room with excitement and joy. What people don't see behind that is the determination. Math and her are definitely not best friends. But Natalie never gives up. She seeks out assistance from the math lab or her instructors or using TRFs. She understands the importance of fighting and not giving up because that would keep her from becoming a nurse. The determination and positive energy will surely lead her to success at CGCC and OHSU.
Thank you. In kindergarten, I remember they asked everyone, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And right away, I knew the medical field. Little did I know that reaching that goal is going to be a little more difficult than I expected, and it's just the beginning. So far, my plan is to go to CGCC and hopefully get accepted to OHSU's nursing program or transfer to University of Washington. But getting that letter from AVID in 6th grade, I believe helped me open my eyes to the possibilities of that. Even though my freshman year wasn't the best, because to be frank, I honestly didn't try that much, but luckily I had my Aunt Monica, who was always there to get me back into school, was always there to help me get back into school, and is still here to hear me complain about my problems, along with my mom, who played a big role into getting me back into in-person school. Overall, though, I am grateful that my aunt has always let me go to her house and just hang out with her when I didn't feel like being at home. When telling my parents what I wanted to do, they always supported my decision, and my mom would spend her time taking me to cheer practice and try helping with homework. My dad, who didn't want me to work and just focus on school, which both I'm very grateful for. There were times I didn't want to stay in the AVID program, but honestly, I'm grateful that I listened to my mom and stuck it out because I got to meet my now best friend, Daniela, who also has to deal with my attitude. But she loves me and will have to deal with me for probably the rest of her life. There's also many, along with a lot of other friends that I have made. There's also many teachers I'd like to thank because of the hours they took to help me fix my essays or help me better understand math or just hear me talk for like hours. But then the speech would just be too long. But I just want to say thanks again for helping me on this journey that I'm on.
Daniela. Oh, no, it's is it Leslie? Okay, I messed up. You're Leslie. No, okay. I'm holding this over here.
It's been a true honor to have Leslie in class, and especially as an AVID tutor. The students look to her as a leader and a prime example of a student with goals. During tutoring sessions, she is constantly asking probing questions to assist them in understanding to the point of their confusion. They also follow her exemplar characteristics of a student. All of this will ensure Leslie's success as a pilot at the University of Portland.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Antes que nada, quiero darle gracias a mis padres. Gracias por todos sus sacrificios que han hecho por mí para brindarme con una educación. Gracias por todos sus trabajos y por renunciar a muchas cosas para poder tener las oportunidades que ustedes no pudieron tener. Todos sus sacrificios y esfuerzos han valido la pena y espero que estén orgullosos de su hija porque todo lo que hago es para ustedes. Ustedes son mi motivación para seguir adelante. I would also like to thank my honorary guest, Ms. Foley. Almost every student has a teacher they look up to as their inspiration, and you are mine. Thank you for all your support, help, and kind words you have given me, as well as those delicious Swedish fish candy you got me from your trip to the grocery store. I appreciate you not only as my teacher, but also as my role model. This new chapter in my life will definitely not be easy, but thanks to my financial assistants who have supported my goals, the Leo's Club, Rotary Club, Providence, John and Martha Weber Memorial, Parkdale Elementary alumni, the Gordham Babson family, and the Earl C. Colbert scholarships, I will now be living what the little girl who watched the cartoon Dr. McStuffin in the living room dreamed of doing. My community has done so much for me, so as a future nurse, I will give back a little of what you have all provided me with. Thank you, and I hope I can continue to make you all proud.
Okay, now Daniela. Daniela, you always make others feel very welcome. You have a radiant smile and always have kind words for people, and you have the best snacks. Every day in class, you support your friends, laughing and sometimes crying, but you are always there for them. You're never afraid to speak out or tell me your opinion, and yet you also listen to others. You will be an incredible caretaker working as a nurse.
I never thought I would be joining AVID in my high school year. In my perspective, it would be too difficult, and only the elite students were there. I was an 8th grader when the first teacher reached out to me to join AVID. She was crazy. I was a student with bad grades, always suspended, and spent the majority of the days in the office, and that does not represent an AVID student. Somehow, it took 2 high school teachers, Durand and Applin, to convince me. I joined AVID in my junior year. Little did I know the people there were just like me, trying to challenge themselves to succeed. I'm grateful for joining AVID because I challenged myself to be the best of me and also met new people that became part of my daily life. Thank you to those who helped me in my journey. It wasn't easy, but worth the effort. Thank you to my friend, Natalie Chires and Janetta Caminera, that never let me down and stayed with me through the years. And thank you to my parents who also showed support and love, not just as parents, but also my allies. Thank you.
Lisette. Lisette, you were always one of the first students to complete an assignment. You and your work is impeccable. It's perfect. With over 130 service hours, it's easy to see why so many colleges accepted you, and you earned so many scholarships. You're an amazing person, an amazing student, and will be an incredible social worker. Your sense of fairness, your patience, and your kindness are rare in this world. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Lisette Beltran Juarez, and in the fall, I will be attending the University of Portland and double majoring in social work and Spanish. I want to start off by thanking my honorary guest, Ms. Ramsey. You're a wonderful teacher, and through your class, I felt that I became a better writer, more prepared for the rigor of future writing classes, and capable of analyzing works more efficiently. Thank you for Thank you for encouraging me to apply to scholarships and writing me letters of recommendation. I really appreciate you taking interest in supporting me as I pursue my future goals. Next, I want to thank all of the scholarship committees, like the AVID Scholarship, the Jernstedt Scholarship Fund, and the Elks, to name a few, for selecting me as a recipient. My decision on which university I would attend in the fall was heavily dependent on financial aspects, but given the scholarship aid I've received, I will be able to attend my dream school and accomplish my goal of becoming a social worker and Spanish interpreter. Y por último, les quiero dar gracias a mis papás y a mi hermana. Gracias por todo el apoyo que me han dado y por siempre creer en mí y mis habilidades, y más este año, en las veces que yo no creía en mí misma. Reconozco que sin sus sacrificios y esfuerzos, mis logros no fueran posibles. Ustedes son mi motivación y espero que los esté haciendo orgullosos. Gracias por enseñarme lo que significa trabajar duro, seguir adelante a pesar de los obstáculos y estar dispuesta a ayudar a los demás. Y thank you, Monse, for guiding me through the college and scholarship application process and always being by my side and cheering me on. Thank you.
Hadira, I have had the most amazing experience watching you come into my classroom in AVID 11 as the most quiet student sitting in the back of the class with your friends, not wanting to be noticed. Then all of a sudden you opened up, and out came a bubbly personality that has a dream, a vision, and passions. Oh, and a little sass for good measure. Your goals and ambitions are high. You set them high because they are obtainable by you. I did not understand the plan. I struggled to see it, but once I saw the pieces laid out before me, it all made sense. Never ever sell yourself short. Remember the importance of your goals when you struggle, and remember the sacrifices you are making for the amazing reality at the end of the path. Hadira.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming tonight. I want to apologize beforehand. I am a little sick, so at times my voice will be a little deep, but it's okay. Anyway, my name is Hadira Palacios Barajas, and I want to take this time to thank some wonderful people who have really made a difference in my life and my schooling. I'm on a time limit, so I'm going to try to make it quick, but I want to thank my family, my friends, and my bro Alejandro for always being there for me when I needed it, and also for encouraging me to do my best, even though at times I did not deliver. I want you all to know that I'm grateful that you stood by my side. I also want to thank the scholarship committees that selected me as their winner, the Parkdale Alumni Scholarship, the Hood River Saddle Club, and the Hood River Lions Memorial. I'm very excited to go off to college, and with your help, that is possible. My hope is to start off at MHCC, that way the homesickness doesn't hit me that hard, and then hopefully transfer to SOU. Por último y más importante, quiero agradecerle a mi invitado de honor. Aunque él no lo sabe, es mi papá, Valentín Palacios. Quiero agradecerle más que a nadie por todo su trabajo y su sacrificio. Sé que no debe haber sido fácil criarme, especialmente cuando pasé por mi fase rebelde en que no quería hacer nada. Pero usted ha sido la persona a la que más admiro y es la razón por qué sigo aquí, dando todo para que usted se sienta orgulloso y se asegure que sus esfuerzos no fueron en vano. Me ha dado la motivación y la ambición de ser a mí misma, me ha mostrado cómo ser fuerte y amable cuando es necesario y me ha enseñado que no hay vergüenza en ser diferente o hablar diferente. Quiero que sepa que usted es y siempre será mi persona favorita y la persona que valoro más que nadie. Lo quiero mucho y le agradezco del fondo de mi corazón. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Jimena, you are an inspiration. Throughout the year, Whenever anything needed to be done, you jump in before I even asked. You constantly try to make everyone's lives better. You serve more than 300 hours volunteering in our community. This selfless service exemplifies your leadership skills and your compassion. You were accepted and offered scholarships from practically every college you applied to, over 15. We need good doctors in this world, and you will make one of the best.
Thank you.
If you become a neuroscience doctor, I just don't want to be one of your patients. I don't want to have anything wrong with my brain, but if I am, I'm coming.
Entering AVID was very unexpected, but it truly changed my life. It all started by being handed a letter at the end of my 6th grade year. The letter read, "You've been invited to join AVID." When my parents saw this letter, all they could say was, "Échale ganas con este grupo. Te pueden ayudar mucho." So I wanted to thank my parents, Antonio Macias and Genoveva Gonzalez, for telling me to keep going and to always being there for me when I needed it the most. In elementary school, I struggled with reading, but Miss Osborne and Miss Bradbury were right there to help me learn new words. Thank you. Miss Heck, Miss Olson, and Miss Edwards, middle school was one of the hardest chapters of my life. Anxiety was a day-to-day struggle. Thank you for always being there for me. In high school, there are so many teachers who helped me, especially Miss Webster, Miss Long, and Miss Brown. Thank you for helping me write better or giving me tips on math. And to Ms. Wiesman, thank you for helping me where I am today. You taught me to be more confident and to always believe in myself. And to most of all, my honorary guest, Belinda Bala, thank you for everything. You'd helped me talk about my anxiety and how to deal with it. You are one of the reasons why my anxiety is no longer a factor in my life. You helped me through thick and thin, and a hug from you always makes me feel better. Going to Whitman this fall is just the beginning of my long journey. My main goal is to attend medical school. Medical school only became a goal this year when Ms. Petray said, "Your work ethic shows you deserve to go to medical school." Yes, heading to Walla Walla, Washington, or where all of us are going, is going to be hard. Trust me when I say I'm going to miss my AVID family. But I also know this: we will succeed. We are determined, strong, and intelligent individuals. A dream is a dream. It has to be completed eventually. We all have dreams, right? So let's achieve those dreams and not give up. Remember, we were once freshmen who started high school online. But look at us now, ready to go out into the world. We can do this, AVID family. I know we can.
Janetza. Janetza, the first day of school, you made me feel welcome. You always reach out to support others and to brighten up their day. I know you've had some rough times in your past, but you have not let that affect your gentle spirit. Your integrity was recognized with generous scholarships from the 10 for Tomorrow and Rotary International. As you go off to OSU, enjoy your life. You deserve it. They are lucky to get you.
As I stand here, I finally realize that we made it. AVID class, I would not have been here without you guys. You guys have been my biggest supporters, whether that be helping me with homework or the tutoring or just listening to me rant about my day and everything. So thank you. The first day of summer school, I was not excited by any means. Last year, I was given the choice to either go to summer school or to get a job, and the job didn't work out so well. But going to summer school would have been the best choice that I could have made. I went on a glider flight, and that changed my whole perspective on what I wanted to do in the world. I now realize that I want a career surrounding aircraft, and that is my biggest passion as of now. I'd like to thank Strobeck, if he's here, for being the teacher of that class. And I'd also like to thank Miss Wiesman, who is my honorary guest, for introducing me to my best friend, Marin. She takes credit every time she can. I'd also like to thank my aunt and uncle, Vicky and Brian. I would not be on this stage if it was not for you guys. You guys becoming my guardians has been the best thing that could have happened to me in my life. As a kid, your home was my safe space. And as an adult, your home is my home. I'd also like to thank my little sisters and my cousin for testing my patience, because I would have very thin patience if it was not for you guys. I told myself I wouldn't cry, but as I stand here, I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And I hope that in the future, I can hear all about your guys' success. AVID class of 2024, we made it. We did it.
Kenya. Kenya, you always come to school to start a brand new day. You're up for adventures, you're always supportive to those around you, and you really listen to people when they need support. You make life a little better for all of us. Your kindness, your smile, and your inquisitive nature will take you far in this world. Throughout this year, you have been diligent about communicating, discussing many different topics, and always asking questions. You're a collaborator and will do well at Portland State.
Kenya, the name that has gotten mispronounced countless of times, and every time it was converted into a name that wasn't even close to my own. Kenya, the wilderness of creatures nurturing themselves to the richest of plants and galloping under the sun in their habitat projects in my mind when I think about the East African country. Kenya, the little girl with the 2 pigtails, amusing herself on the playground and constantly scavenging for beautiful rocks to store in her collection. I, Kenya, am now before you all, admiring the beautiful collection, not of rocks, but of beautiful and loving souls that have become my fundamental rocks of support that I have gathered throughout my life. Around this time last year, I was sitting in the seats you all now sit in before me, and I wasn't prepared for what was yet to come. Just like 8-year-old Kenya in control of the lives of her Barbies, often losing their accessories, but still managing to obtain new and better ones. I am now that Barbie that has lost, but has also gained. And what I have gained has much more value than what I have lost. To my peers that have accepted me with open arms, I couldn't be more grateful to have shared these 13 years of school with you guys and carry with me unforgettable memories. To my mentors, Mr. Trujillo, Ms. McDonald, Mr. and my guest of honor, Ms. Miller, thank you for believing in me, for affirming my abilities every time I felt incapable and unworthy, and for treating me with kindness and gentleness as I was trying to navigate my life. Thank you to my parents. Kenya is who I am. Not only did they choose my name, but that name has built my character. Not a character of plastic like my beloved Barbies, but one I will get to test the limits with. It is one that doesn't forget where she came from or who she was designed from, but one who embraces all that she is and never withdraws from scavenging for her fundamental rocks that will forever be in her collection. Because of the faith you all have in me, my readiness to pursue my dream beyond the playground will forever be cherished in my heart. Thank you.
Yara. Yara, your smile and the twinkle in your eyes always makes me smile and reminds me of the joy in life. You are a sincere friend to those close to you and support them in all situations. Thanks to the Gilkerson Scholarship and the support of Providence and Diamond Fruit, as well as OSU, you'll be attending OSU this fall to pursue your degree in psychology debt-free. You deserve it.
Well, here we are, 6 years into the AVID journey, and I must say, it's been a wild ride. When I first joined AVID, I thought it was just going to be another after-school program where I'd get to go on cool field trips and maybe get a cool t-shirt. Little did I know, it would turn into a 6-year adventure filled with more highlighters and vibrant organization than I ever thought possible. Let's take a moment to appreciate the magic of AVID tutorials. Nothing quite like a group of us staring at our notes like they hold the secrets to the universe, where our AVID teacher tries to wrangle us into academic excellence. But in all seriousness, AVID has been more than just a program. It's been a support system, a community, and a place where I've made some of my best memories and friends. From the late night study sessions to the group therapy sessions during finals week, AVID has been there for me through it all. It is thanks to this program that I'm where I'm at today and for what my future holds. I am proud to say that I will be attending Oregon State University this upcoming fall with the intent to major in psychology. This wouldn't have been made possible if it weren't for many of the wonderful people present today. Thank you to Isabel Gilkerson, Providence, and Phil Brady scholarships for giving me the opportunity to attend a 4-year university. Ms. Sullivan, sophomore year, I nearly failed your geometry class, and if I'm being honest, I wanted to blame you for it, not myself. Now, after taking keys to math with you this year has shown me that back then, I just hadn't been ready for it. Almost failing your class was my mistake, and I had nothing to do with you. Thank you for not giving up on me. As we leave AVID and step into the next chapter of our lives, let's take with us the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and maybe a few extra highlighters for good measure. Here's to embracing the unknown with a little more enthusiasm than we brought to AVID tutorials, and to always finding the humor in life's adventures. Thank you.
Julian is a methodical and deliberate worker. He comes to class exuding a professional attitude with a willingness to learn. The power of an education is not lost on him, and he takes the responsibility earnestly. It has been an honor to see you grow over the last 2 years and witness the determination to continue on to your next adventure as a Beaver at Oregon State University.
Being an AVID has been a long journey. One thing I will never forget is having to do tutorials. Ever since I joined AVID in 7th grade, I disliked them, filling out the form, presenting, and doing the reflection. But it was fine, because we would go on field trips once in a while, which would kind of make up for it. Most of those field trips were college visits. These college visits were a great opportunity for me, and if I hadn't been an AVID, I probably wouldn't have gone to visit any college. There are many people I would like to thank today. First, I would like to thank my parents for encouraging me to get good grades and for waking up every morning to work. Then, I would like to thank Mr. Lopez and Ms. Cortez for helping me in the process of applying to colleges and filling out the FAFSA. Without your help, I would not have made it. There are many more people I would like to thank in this room, but then my speech would be too long and you would probably get bored. So everybody else who I didn't name and has helped me in some way, thank you.
Yaneli. When I think of you, 3 adjectives come to mind: shy, thoughtful, inquisitive. Your passion to talk about books, a love of my own, and writing creative stories about life make me look forward to reading whatever you come up with in the future. You were accepted to over 6 colleges and offered many institutional scholarships. You now plan to continue your education at CGCC for your associate's degree, then transfer to Linfield to major in English. We look forward to reading your stories.
Hi, my name is Yaneli Aurora Lopez Lopez. My AVID journey was never supposed to happen because I thought I was never going to be eligible. It all started in elementary. I was learning English. I was always frustrated. Ms. Osborne, my honorary guest, thank you for being so patient and teaching me patience while learning English and making me love books. My future passion. Miss Sarah, Miss Waits, Miss Nancy, and Miss Kim, those teachers I'm really grateful to have had because they were so kind to teach me. Middle school was one of the biggest hurdles I have to overcome because I was just struggling to understand. Miss Edwards made me love history, and it's one of the reasons why I took an AP class. Miss Orsted made PE a subject that I always struggled and feel insecure fun. I had many teachers, and I'm so happy to have been taught by them because they taught me so many things that I look forward to using them for my future. I heard about AVID through my friends, and I never really wanted to join because it was advanced. And I was scared to ever apply because I was scared to be rejected. Because I was barely average, having grades of at least a B. And I always thought my friends were better for AVID. That was until my freshman year, I was accepted to be an AVID. A lot of people have warned me to drop it because it would get hard with the years, but I worked so hard to be here. Well, they were not kidding. It did get hard, and sometimes I did just want to give up. But I've made it this far, I couldn't possibly just give it up. Because luckily, I had my friends and my AVID family, and especially my AVID table group. Thank you. Miss Wiesman, my ELC teacher, or advisory, whatever you want to call it. I was so grateful to be able to talk to her about my books, and I'm so grateful that she was able to listen to them. And Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Clarkson, and Mr. Yasui, your classes were typically hard and kind of boring, not to be rude. But you've made learning so fun and easier. Finally, I want to thank my parents. Ma y Pa, gracias por trabajar mucho y por todos sus sacrificios. I'm sorry. Para asegurarme un futuro, estoy muy agradecida que sea tu hija. Puedo ver la vida que tuvieron. Puedo ver la vida que tuvieron. Y sé, y sé que soy quiere un futuro mejor para mí. Y gracias por hacerme notar que la vida va a ser difícil, pero ahora me lo tengo en mis hermanos. Los amo mucho y ni saben cómo. Thank you.
David. David, you're pretty quiet in class, but what impresses me is how you're always working on something, usually math, and you never give it up. Your dedication to learn is impressive. You don't waste time. Your intensity has paid off as you set off for college, and you plan to become a mechanical engineer, where you'll be allowed to immerse yourself in the things you love. Congratulations.
Thanks to the time that I spent in AVID, I will be attending Community Gorge Community College and then transferring over to OSU to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. When I first joined AVID in my freshman year, it was because it was either AVID or take a history class. Little did I know that AVID would lead me to going. Until then, I didn't give any thought to what I was going to do after high school. With the help of my teachers, family, friends, and peers, I have been accepted to multiple colleges, and I am now able to find and pursue my passion in life. In particular, thanks to my family helping me accomplish this by always motivating me to do my best, always saying, "Échale ganas." I'd specifically like to give thanks to my honorary guest, Mr. Kramer, for helping me understand the lessons that I struggled with and when I fell behind in class, and always making his classes something to look forward to by making his class engaging with the labs and what we were learning to look what physics would look like in the real world. Thank you.
The hype machine is here. The role of the ASB president will never be the same as a result of the standard you and your homeboy Ben set forth for all future presidencies. But what people may not see is the professional passion you bring to the position and the advocacy for the student body in front of the high school site council or the school board. I am so proud of you, and I have only known you for 2 years. I cannot imagine the pride shining down upon you from above. Jealousy is all that I have for you as you fly away to become a Bengal at Buffalo State University.
How we feeling tonight, y'all? ¿Cómo andamos? No, y eso qué, dude? What was that? Come on, make some noise. It's a graduation. All right, I'd like to start this off by thanking all those in attendance today. I'd like to dedicate this speech to everybody who supported me along my journey. People like you are hard to come across. Starting off, I'd like to personally thank Samantha Petre, my teacher for Future Healthcare Professionals of America, Medical Terminology, and as of late, Anatomy and Physiology. Your words of encouragement have kept me going and have allowed me to achieve time and time again what I was told was too far out of reach. From the second I stepped foot in your classroom my sophomore year, I felt welcome. And here we are 3 years later, and I'm about to graduate. Your class is different. It allows me to be my loud, annoying, and all too vulnerable self, while still learning tough subjects. I guarantee you that I will never forget what phimosis is, and neither will Jackie or Audrey. You're an exceptional teacher, an understanding mentor, and an extravagant overall human being. To my amazing girlfriend, Bridget Lucinda Johnson, I am forever grateful to have you be a part of my life. You've genuinely made me a better person by encouraging me to be my true self and by allowing me to decide for myself what that may entail. As we both leave to attend the same college on the other side of the country in Buffalo, New York, you make the thought of venturing out into the outside world less daunting. You make my world a warmer and brighter place, and I love you dearly. I ain't done yet, hold on. I ain't done yet. I know y'all are sick of me, but hold on. Para mi mamá, últimamente, espero que tú sepas que cada esfuerzo, cada noche donde me encontraste haciendo tarea a las 3 de la mañana, ha sido para ti. Tú eres la mujer más fuerte en mi vida y tú me has dado ánimo cada día para seguir adelante. Te quiero mucho más que te pueda explicar y espero que tú sepas que esto yo lo hago por nosotros y por nuestra familia. Que viva la raza. Adiós.
Fawn. You know, Fawn, you're the type of person whom someone meets and they like you immediately. You're one of the gentlest souls I have taught. You're not afraid to ask questions, and you really want to improve yourself in your life. No matter what life throws at you, and it's thrown things, you're always smiling and looking for the best in this world. We need more people like you. Enjoy this next step in life.
Thank you.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Namphon Phaphanchit, and I'm from Pakistan, Laos. I came to the US when I was 6-year-old. Beginning of my junior year was a tough time for me. And Miss Caroline, my history teacher, was always there for me. Miss Caroline helped me and encouraged me to attend school every day because I wouldn't come at all. Ms. Duran was always also there for me during my last year, helping me find resources and the right people to talk to. I just want to say that AVID has given me a room to freely choose what I want to explore and learn what to do. The AVID family has encouraged me to be resilient when things are difficult for me. I haven't realized that a lot of people would be willing to help me. I thought calling someone was a sign, I thought calling someone for help was a sign of weakness, but I realized that it wasn't. Until I decided to ask for help. I asked my friends Cindy and Ellie if they had any room for me due to so many family issues. Ellie's family took me in, and I thought I was just staying there because of school and personal needs. But it has become so much more. I now have a family. I appreciate their kindness to bring me in and teach me so many life lessons. I want to thank Josh and Patty and their daughter Ellie for helping me out, and my teacher, Ms. Caroline and Ms. Duran. Next year, I will attend Portland Community College, then transfer to Portland University State. I want to major in communication studies and minor in marketing. Thank you to my boyfriend, my friends, and my sibling that supported me when they saw me at my lowest, and so it stuck by me. Thank you.
Janet. You work really hard to succeed. No matter how difficult school becomes, you tackle it and you don't give up. Those are admirable qualities. You set really high standards for yourself and you rise to meet those standards. You get along with everyone, a rare trait in this world. You will do well at the next step.
Thank you.
My name is Janet, and I will be attending the University of Portland this coming fall. In middle school, I remember my classmates talking about wanting to grow up to become a doctor, a teacher, or even a firefighter, but I didn't have a passion for anything. I never believed in myself. I didn't think I was smart enough or capable of getting into a good school, but that changed in 8th grade thanks to Miss Mason. She taught me how to describe my emotions and feelings in a professional manner. From then on, I wasn't good at math or science, but I was good at writing. Fast forward to junior year, Ms. Duran's Writing 115 class. The personal essays assigned helped me release my feelings and pour everything into them, all the things I couldn't say out loud. And then I started to love that. I felt like everything came together when I began to write, like all my stressors went away and nothing mattered. So I'm proud to say that I will be majoring in English with a minor in writing. After receiving my Bachelor's of Arts, I will continue working towards a master's degree. I'd also like to thank Miss Bentley. She moved to Eugene at the end of my sophomore year, but we've never lost communication. There's never been a moment where I felt judged by her or where I felt like I couldn't express myself freely to her. Miss Bentley is who I aspire to be. She's remained a positive and happy person despite all the obstacles. Miss Wiesman, thank you for listening to my rants when I knew you always had something more important to do. I will always miss your radiant personality that never failed to make me smile. I am also beyond grateful for the teacher who taught me how to speak Spanish correctly, Mr. Trujillo. I'm embarrassed to say I didn't always have an A in Spanish, but the amount of fun I had in his class makes up for it. My junior year Spanish class will always be my most favorite class in all of high school. There's never a moment where I don't wish I could go back. Last but not least, Miss Cortez. I know I've probably annoyed you for being a procrastinator, but at least we got to spend more time together, right? Thank you for all your help and for pushing me to do better. My sisters, Genesis and Xiomara, are the driving force behind my determination for a successful future. I've always felt a deep responsibility to inspire them and show them what is possible. There have been plenty of times where I wanted to give up, but they are the reason why I haven't. I can't imagine my life without my two little sisters.
So thank you, Mom, for giving me the gift of being an older sister. I'm sorry for not always being the daughter you deserve and taking you for granted, but there's nobody else that I love more. Throughout these past 4 years, one of the lessons I've learned is that nobody will ever love me as much as you do. I hope you're proud of me right now, but this is just the beginning of many accomplishments. My last shout out goes to my best friend in the entire world, Julia. Although you aren't biologically my sister, I will always think of you as one. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be like you. You have always had everything figured out, and I don't think I could have made it without calling you a bunch of times asking for your opinion. Julia is the reason I joined AVID in 7th grade. She was in it, and like I said, she's my inspiration. I'm so excited to live closer to you next year, especially now that I'm 18. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to be part of this family, my AVID family. For most of us, we've all been in this together since middle school, and it's crazy to think about how much we've grown into perfectly imperfect teenagers together. I'm sad to leave this chapter of my life behind, but I'm so excited to see what the future holds for all of us. Oftentimes, we aren't living in the moment because we're distracted, so let's take this moment to appreciate everyone around us, because for most of us, it's one of the last memories we'll have together. Thank you.
Sure. I've had numerous students and athletes touch my life, but none have continued to touch and have a positive impact on my family as well. I'm not sure what's cooler, your love of 90s and early 2000 alternative rock, or the respect you command from my boys. Most of my thinking comes while I run, and the other day a song came on and the words spoke to me that I hope you hear. You have been given a gift of a brilliant mind and an incredible work ethic. So hop in your fast car to Oberlin College, discover a new band, challenge your mind, and make people take notice of Talia from Cascade Locks.
May 4th. I was sitting at parent-teacher conferences earlier when Mr. Beardsley told me that Keller nominated me for a really big scholarship. May 18th. Keller slipped me a note in class today. It was information about the scholarship. It's a full ride. September 26th. With the sweatiest of fingers, I click submit and roll over to sleep off the nerves. October 18th, a Wednesday night. After depriving myself of the answer all day, I log into my applicant portal. In 0.5 seconds, I went from sitting crisscross to jumping on my bed squealing like a kid. I'm a finalist. The following week drudged on as I anxiously applied to 9 different colleges, hoping at least one would be a scholarship match. All there's left to do was wait. December 1st. It's been a month since I've even looked at my application. It's Friday, a snow day. I was playing with my cats when I realized what day it was. I crawled over to my backpack and pulled my iPad from under my bed. My mind was racing. Only 9% of applicants get matched. There's no way. I'm not that smart. I hit the last button and closed my eyes. Peering through my eyelashes, I see the familiar confetti. No way. I'm that smart. I ran to my mama's room. Which school did you get? I freeze. I was so excited I didn't even read it. June 4th, today. Standing here, I can think of 1,000,001 people to be thankful for, but one here stands out. Keller. All of your small comments in our side conversations, the nagging, "Are you okays?" You believed in me when I thought that nobody else did, and you believed in me before I could believe in myself. I stand here today with a free education, pursuing my dreams and the opportunity to pull myself out of generational debt. I stand here today more excited for my future than ever, all because you've shown me that you believed in me. Thank you.
Izzy. Mhm. Okay, Izzy, your energy and smile light up a room, so smile. There you go. Despite hurdles in your life, your positive attitude shines through. You're incredibly mature and dependable, definitely ready for college. You were accepted to many colleges and awarded many local scholarships. Due to the Ford Family Scholarship, you're going to go to OSU without a financial burden and pursue your business degree. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Izzy Valle, and I'm honored to be standing before you today. AVID is my bridge to a higher education, an opportunity my parents didn't have. I wouldn't be here today without Ms. Archaga, Ms. Olson, Mr. Judah, Mr. Beardsley, Ms. McDonald, and Mr. Ann, my AVID teachers. I also wouldn't be here today without my counselor, Ms. Ombi. Mr. Ann, when you heard my mother had cancer, you pulled me out of class and told me that although you didn't know exactly how I felt, that you and my AVID family were here for me. You helped me through my pain and confusion, and I'm forever grateful for your support and love. I will always consider you a mentor and a friend. Thank you, Mr. Beardsley, for coming to my house and checking up on me, a student who wasn't even in your class. It proved to me how much you care about all of us. To those of you from my sophomore AVID class, thank you for being there for me at my lowest and showing me I had a second family as I grieved the biggest loss of my life, the loss of my mother. A very special thanks to you, Mom. Hilda Valle, you never failed to remind me that my education was my biggest asset and my key to success. And to you, Father, you taught me that hard work will take me wherever I go in life, far wherever I go in life, and to always be a man of God. Thank you to my brother and 3 sisters who paved the way before me and have made my path easier. I will never fail as long as I have my family by my side. Thanks to AVID and the Ford Family Foundation for investing in my education as I begin my next adventure at Oregon State University. Most importantly, I wouldn't be here without my faith and belief in God and Jesus Christ. A mis padres y a mi familia, todo lo que hago es para ustedes. My journey these past 4 years has been tough, but I'm still here and excited about my future. Que Dios los bendiga. God bless you all.
Professional Fridays offer a chance to have a speaker come to class and discuss their professional career path to let students know about various careers and the path that the speaker took to get to that point. Each of and every time, Alondra asked inquisitive questions with a generous interest to learn more. It's a reflection of the sincere learner they are. All the time during class, or even during the lunch conversation, they are eagerly trying to learn and engage all for the betterment of having a deeper understanding of the world around them. So take the desire to learn and explore as you head off to CGCC and Eastern Oregon University.
Graduate, that's a funny word, but today I guess I'm one. Today I'm an AVID graduate, though sometimes I forget how much work I've had to do to get here. But this right here, this is something to be proud of. I would be blind to say this is a creation of my own. This you see right here, me speaking in front of all of you tonight, has taken many years to create. The first people I would like to thank for this are my mom and dad. My mom and dad have always told me to work hard, that hard work pays off, and that they have been really good at modeling this for me. They have time and time again shown me that yes, though hard work does pay off, I should do it too. I want to say gracias y los quiero mucho. I also want to name drop my brother Eric for wrecking my Minecraft village and making me laugh at the most random things. He's helped me get through this year. The next people I want to thank are my friends, particularly my AVID table and my lunch table. Yes, you know who you are. Yaneli Sashenka, Jimena, Randy, Jackie, Audrey, and Fatima. I want to say thank you to all you guys because You have been there when I'm saying unhinged things or on the verge of tears. You were all always there for me, and I want you all to know that you have been part of my support system. I also want to thank the AVID program for giving me a chance I also want to take a chance to thank Mr. Judah, Mr. And Mr. Keller, because through all this time in high school, you have all helped me and pushed me to try new things and to find a way through high school, and you have all made room for me to thrive in high school. And I am thankful for that, because without all of you, this evening would be so different. I finally wanted to take time to thank Miss Van Doren, who was my 4th grade teacher. She wasn't able to be here tonight because she was at a meeting as we speak, but she is the reason why I know how to write the words on this note. She is the first of many teachers who believed in my ability to thrive, and I will never be able to express all my gratitude I have towards her. When I see the sticker on Mr. Ann's desk that says, and I quote, "If you can read this, thank a teacher," I always think back to Miss Van Doren and how she said that if I practiced writing, I could get really good at it. I always like to think back to the time when she told me and my class that she always likes to find out where her old students end up and how she always wonders where they go. I always wanted to be someone to be proud of, and today I think I'm someone to be proud of. She is basically the beginning of this whole journey, a journey of success, and I am forever thankful. Now I go off this stage and I see that I am someone to be proud of. I am a success because this fall I will be going off to CGCC and transfer to Eastern Oregon University. Through all this, I'll become a teacher, and I am thankful for all the friends and supporters I have gained in my high school years, and all I want to say to you all is thank you. You all gave me what I have today.
I'm sure that all of the students out there can attest that sometimes I need to tell a story to make my point, but then realize that I have to back up 10 steps in order for this all to make sense, and it becomes a bit of an overshare. So just bear with me, please. My family carpools to Hood River every day, and my wife had to stay late one day, and of course it was nasty outside, so I gave my boys a few options of what to do. They chose to go to Alondra's place of employment and play and get some food. Little did they know that the YouTube fad that they had seen of a Grimace shake was well out to date. But Henry could not understand that it wasn't offered anymore. So out of frustration, I said, just go ask Alondra. Alondra knelt down, greeted Henry with the most sincere, kind heart to gently let him know that that was not an option anymore. But would he like one of the current choices? That smile that beamed from his face still gets me today. This is just an example of the sincerity that Alondra approaches each and every interaction with. The career path of radiology holds a special place in my life, and I know that you will make a substantial positive impacts on your colleagues and your patients.
Buenas tardes, queridas familias y estudiantes. Quiero comenzar expresando mi gratitud por el apoyo incondicional que me ha traído el programa de AVID. Ser de primera generación en la high school ha sido un viaje difícil. En ocasiones sentía que no tenía a quién recurrir en busca de apoyo académico, pero AVID se convirtió en mi pilar. He recibido aceptaciones de universidades y colegios comunitarios y este año fui la beneficiaria de 5 becas locales. He decidido asistir a Columbia Gorge Community College para estudiar asistente médico y comenzar mis requisitos previos para técnico en radiología. Luego me transferí a Portland Community College para continuar mis estudios en radiología. Estoy emocionada por esta nueva etapa en mi vida y agradezco a AVID por haber sido una luz en mi camino académico. Mi determinación y el apoyo de mi familia me han llevado hasta aquí y estoy ansiosa por seguir creciendo y aprendiendo. También agradezco a mis maestros de AVID por seguir creyendo en mí y por el apoyo que he recibido de ellos durante los años. Me gustaría agradecer a mis padres también. Papá, sé que no siempre estamos de acuerdo, pero quiero que sepas que tu apoyo ha significado todo para mí, aunque no siempre lo valoro como debería. Has seguido apoyándome a mí y nuestra familia a pesar de las dificultades que has enfrentado a lo largo de tu vida. Mi papi ha trabajado en el campo casi toda su vida y sigue esforzándose cada día por nosotros. Sin él nunca hubiera llegado a donde estoy hoy. Gracias a él he tenido incontables oportunidades que él no pudo tener a mi edad. A pesar de que he querido rendirme muchas veces, recuerdo a mi padre y la lucha que enfrenta cada día para levantarse y trabajar. Sin importar el clima, ya sea calor, frío, nieve o lluvia, su ejemplo me inspira a seguir adelante y a valorar cada oportunidad que se me presenta. Te amo, papi. Mami, mi persona favorita en este mundo y mi mejor amiga. Has sido mi roca a lo largo de mi vida y me encantaría ser la mitad de la mujer que tú eres algún día. A pesar de las luchas mentales que enfrenté durante mis años en la high school, mi mamá siempre ha estado allí, pase lo que pase. Nuestros pequeños paseos a Dutch Bros y Tropicali y nuestras largas pláticas son algunos de mis recuerdos favoritos juntas. Y seguiré guardando cada conversación que tuvimos juntas. Tú eres mi motivación y la razón por la que he decidido continuar mi educación fuera de la high school. Lamento no siempre haber apreciado todo lo que has hecho por mí. Has pasado por innumerables peleas en tu vida y sé que a veces sientes que si todo ese esfuerzo realmente valió la pena. Pero hoy te muestro que sí valió la pena. Tú me has creído en la persona que soy hoy. Así que al aceptar mi diploma el 7 de junio, quiero que sepas que lo hago no solo por mí, sino por las dos. Tu amor y tu apoyo han sido fundamentales en mi vida y espero poder reflejar un poco de la fuerza y dedicación que siempre me has mostrado. Te amo, mami. Finalmente, me gustaría agradecer a Miss Sonia por escuchar mis chismes cada vez que estaba en su win y por permitirme expresarme libremente. Ha sido donde sentir lo suficientemente cómoda como para ir con ella cuando necesitaba algo. Mr. Keller, Miss Wiesman, y America, thank you for taking the time to get to know me personally and for being understanding and supportive of me as your student. Thank you to Miss Bauman for helping me throughout my senior year. Miss Bauman has helped me with the FAFSA local scholarships, applying to colleges, and much more. I really appreciate all the support you have all given me throughout my senior year. Quiero también agradecer a mi abuelo por venir desde México para verme graduarme el viernes y por haber estado presente y seguir estando presente a lo largo de mi vida. Quien me trajo a mi perrito Lucas, cultivó fresas para mí en el patio trasero, cuidó y jugó conmigo cuando era más niña, me ayudó a obtener mi primer carro y siempre ha pensado en mí y mis gustos. Gracias, abuelo. Y también a mi Willy, porque aunque la distancia es mucha, siempre ha estado presente y me ha apoyado a lo largo de mi vida. Te amo, Willy. Gracias a mi novio Danny, quien me ha mostrado lo que es sentirse querida y me ha apoyado durante todo el tiempo que hemos estado juntos. Y finalmente, un gran abrazo y agradecimiento a mis hermanos, Ani y Juanpa, por molestarme casi todos los días, pero también por ser los hermanos más divertidos, cariñosos y en general los mejores que podría pedir. Espero poder ser una inspiración para ellos en el futuro y que aprendan de los errores que he cometido. Al reflexionar sobre mi viaje a este momento, me siento increíblemente agradecida por el apoyo y amor incondicional de mi familia, amigos y mentores. Cada persona mencionada ha dejado una huella imborrable en mi vida. Mirando hacia el futuro, espero poder seguir inspirando a otros y continuar aprendiendo y creciendo en cada paso del camino. Gracias a todos los que han sido parte de mi historia hasta ahora.
When Jackie walks into a classroom, she carries a quiet confidence and a cool composure of, I'm going to crush this class. And well, she does, each and every class. This is an embodiment of who she is, always calm and collected to approach any task ahead of her. As a result of the environment around her, it is always peaceful. I just witnessed this just this afternoon as she rushed to finish a project that was due this evening. Nothing is going to knock Jackie off of her path as she attends Linfield University with the support of being a Ford Scholar.
This year was full of a lot of self-doubt. I had a really hard time reflecting on who I am, especially putting it into words and sharing it with colleges and scholarship committees. I felt lost and overwhelmed because this year has felt like there were so many things going on at once. There are certain people that I want to thank because I don't think that I could have achieved my successes without them. I want to thank my friends for being my support system. When I have doubted myself, you guys have made me feel like I'm capable of doing anything. I also want to thank my health science teacher, Ms. Betray, for believing in my capability to one day become a healthcare professional. I want to thank you for being such an empathetic and understanding teacher, especially this year, which has been the most stressful year of my life so far. Thank you for bringing me back to reality and telling me that having a hard time understanding calculus does not mean that I will not be able to pursue a career as a medical doctor. Thank you for believing in me, and I will continue to work hard so I can one day invite you to my medical school graduation. I also want to thank my younger brother, Jose, for bringing me a sense of relief from the stress of this year with his humor and personality. Jose, just know that I will miss blasting music in my car with you every morning on the drive to school. Por último, a las personas más fuertes que conozco, mis padres. Quiero agradecerles por enseñarme cómo ser trabajadora e independiente. Aspiro a alcanzar algún día su nivel de ética de trabajo y aunque nunca se los he dicho, ustedes son mis modelos. Admiro su fuerza. Dejaron sus vidas atrás en México para poder darnos a mí y mis hermanos una vida mejor y gracias a ustedes tengo el privilegio de ir al colegio y un día tener una carrera como doctora. Ustedes son mis rocas y aunque nunca se los he dicho y siempre me dicen a mí que soy muy inteligente y que no saben de dónde saqué eso, deben que saber que lo saqué de ustedes y que ustedes son muy inteligentes. I also want to thank the AVID program for giving me a family. I've grown up with you guys, and I know that you will achieve whatever you want in life because you guys are smarter than you guys think. I will miss you guys. Ultimately, AVID and the people who have helped me throughout high school have contributed to my achievements, and in the fall, I will be attending Linfield University to major in biology. My college education is being funded by institutional scholarships, one of them being the Linfield Presidential Scholarship. I also received the Ford Family Foundation Scholarship and a Hispanic Metropolitan Chamber Scholarship. After my undergrad, I plan to attend medical school. And it was all with the help and support of these people that I have been able to plan out my future and reach my goals. Thank you.
Sashenka, you always bring joy. You bring joy to the classroom. You listen to others, and you're always easy to be around. You're accepting and you're kind. You ask questions whenever you need help and also eagerly help those around you. You were accepted to many colleges, and you're going to pursue your degree in early childhood education. I know you will excel. Having people like you working with children will make our world a better place.
Hello, my name is Sashenka Placencia Macias. I will be attending CGCC. Buenas tardes, me llamo Sashenka Placencia Macias. Cuando estaba escribiendo este discurso, no tenía idea de dónde continuaría mi educación. Hoy puedo declarar que asistiré a CGCC. Tomé esta decisión porque es lo mejor para mí y para mi futuro. Quiero continuar mi educación estudiando psicología Empezaré estudiando educación de la primera infancia. Mi pasión por esta carrera comenzó cuando trabajé en la escuela primaria Mid Valley por un año. Por eso quiero estudiar esta ocupación para ayudar a generaciones futuras a crecer. Me gustaría agradecer a mis padres por apoyarme siempre y por no darse por vencidos después que cometí un error. Los amo mucho aunque no lo demuestre. I'd like to thank two people in this room, starting with my guest of honor, Miss Harry, better known as Crumb. She is one of the most inspiring people that I know. I am so happy that you trusted me as a sophomore with no experience to care for your fourth baby. Theater lights. Plus, no matter how many times you get frustrated with my mistakes, you always apologize, and I love you for that. You listen to all my rants, and just when I'm starting to think you are not listening, you'd ask me to repeat the last thing I said because I was starting to talk too fast. Thank you for choosing me to be part of your shows. It was an honor to work with you on lights and to be one of your first choices. I can now say for the rest of my life that I did lights for a Tony Award winner. But most of all, thank you for creating a safe space for those of us who struggle to find their place in the world, encouraging us to try new things. I cannot finish this speech without thanking Belinda Bala for always being there for me, for creating so many opportunities for me, and never giving up on me, no matter how loud or distracting I could be. Thank you for never kicking me out of your office. I thought by the second year you'd get tired of me, yet here we are. I hope that you will stay in my life now that I'm graduating from high school, because this is a relationship worth keeping. I'd like to remind my classmates that despite all the pain you have been through, you are still here, standing tall, smiling. Thank you everyone for coming to support my fellow AVID classmates and I.
Arandi, you are a true scholar. You do always go above and beyond expectations. Your reliability, work ethic, and ability to maintain such high standards while still being kind and empathetic are what make you stand apart. You were awarded the National Questbridge Scholarship, accepted at Washington University in St. Louis, which has an acceptance rate of 11.8%. We applaud you as you jump to follow your dreams into the future. You're brave and brilliant.
Back in middle school, I didn't know what the AVID program was. Joining AVID, I didn't know what I would encounter. Little did I know I would earn my biggest support system in the world. AVID to me has meant a real family. The peers that sit along these seats with me, and thank you, Mr. Beardsley. Thank you for creating this AVID program that I will, that I will always hold dearly to my heart. Thank you for being a true role model. Believing in us and showing us that we can make our dreams come true. I want to shout out a few people tonight, and I know it wouldn't thank everybody who's helped me out throughout my journey. But I would start off with Mr. Ann. Thank you for being able to see through me, even when I had to put a fake smile on and was going through tough times. Thank you for being my support system and someone I could really always go to, someone who would advocate for me in any means. Thank you, Ms. Bauman. You are truly an angel fallen from the sky. Thank you because you've helped me not only with FAFSA and in college, but really at a personal level and someone I really truly admire today. Lastly, but not least, I want to thank my family tonight. Thank you, Mama, Papa, por todos los esfuerzos que han hecho por mí. Gracias por siempre aguantar mis berrinches y estar ahí echándome porras. Sé que ustedes no atendieron escuela más allá de la elementaria, pero este es por ustedes también. Muchas gracias por esas madrugadas, darme de almuerzo y realmente creer en mí. Espero que estén orgullosos de mí y esta noche es por mí y por ustedes. Y más que nada, a mi hermano menor, Emmy, you're sitting here and I know you are. Thank you for waiting in this long line of my peers and waiting to hear me speak. I hope I'm a role model to you, and thank you for being my #1 supporter, always and forever. So today, I proudly announce that I will be attending Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, on a 4 ride. Thank you.
The lighthearted nature of Audrey is a testament to the true person she is. Always there to lighten a mood or provide an opportunity for us to laugh, whether in class or during lunch. Fun always follows you, and it's been a joy to hang out with you for the past 2 years. Always make people laugh as you become a pilot at the University of Portland as a Ford Scholar.
Thank you, Mr. Keller. Hello, good afternoon. Hola, buenas tardes. During my 4 years at high school, I couldn't have done this alone. First and foremost, my motivation and support system, my parents. Mis padres son la razón por la que estoy aquí hoy. Ellos me enseñaron Sorry. Ellos me enseñaron la definición de trabajar duro y dedicación. Ellos llegaron a este país sin nada y sin saber el lenguaje, pero nos dieron a mí y a mis hermanos la mejor vida que podíamos tener. Siempre me preguntaba por qué me esforzaba tanto o por qué debía que obtener una A. Mi razón fue por mis padres. Para que ellos estuvieran orgullosos de mí y para que no sintieran que sus sacrificios fueron para nada. Gracias a mamá y papá por todo lo que hicieron por mí. Secondly, I'd like to thank my siblings who created a path for me and who I looked up to, who were always there to answer my questions or help me no matter what it was. They were the ones that raised me and took care of me when my parents were working, who have always protected me and challenged me to my potential. In addition, I'd also like to thank Miss Brown, my honored guest today. Miss Brown wasn't just a teacher, she was a friend, counselor, therapist, she was everything. She created a safe space for me at school. She was always there to help me out no matter if she didn't know. I remember that I asked her for help with my history and my English homework when she taught math. But the truth was that I didn't need her help. All I needed was her presence. She was the one that showed me my potential. Miss Brown, you will forever be one of my favorite teachers. Thank you. Without these people who have helped me during my 4 years, I wouldn't have been able to complete high school. También quiero que sepan que no estoy aquí hoy por mis logros, sino por las manos trabajadoras de mis padres, que el sueño de mis padres era moverse a este país para dar a mí y a mis hermanos una mejor vida, y lo lograron. Thank you. Gracias.
Faze, get out here. I love how you're always working so hard on school. You catch things really quickly, and you always get things done as fast as possible. Your positive outlook in life is refreshing. You get along with everyone and make us all smile. Your honesty, humor, and easygoing attitude are truly appreciated. As you head to OSU for computer engineering, I know you will enjoy the challenges in this difficult field.
I've always wanted to attend college, but I never understood how to achieve this goal. The application process was daunting and challenging. However, with the help of Hood River Valley High School and its resources and the AVID community, I am excited to announce that I am able to attend Oregon State University for 4 years, majoring in computer science. I would like to thank all those in the Summit office who helped me through my application and answered questions about AP credit, early admission, and the FAFSA. I would like to thank my AP teachers who helped me to do better, allowed me to obtain a more rigorous schedule, and that truly challenged me while I'm still in high school and offered a free and early opportunity to engage in higher education. I'd like to thank my mom, who provided me with not just a place to live, but home-cooked meals and encouraged me to push past what I thought I was capable of. I would like to thank all those who are part of the AVID program. Without them, college would have remained unaffordable. They showed me opportunities through local and school-based scholarships that I didn't know existed. They provided me with constant help, and because of our combined effort, my initial tuition was cut in less than half. So thank you to all those who helped me achieve my goal.
Daniel. Daniel, you have a place in all of our hearts. You're kind, you're sincere, you're honest, and you're humble. You always work hard in school, you never give up, and always, always are kind to others. Despite hurdles in your life, you come to school positive and to do exceptional work. As you head to Mountain Hood Community, then on to Oregon Tech to become a computer engineer, you represent the best of our community.
When I first started high school, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do after high school. I didn't know if I wanted to study or if I even wanted to go to college. But over time, I figured out I wanted to go to college and pursue a degree in a technology field. But I could not come to this conclusion alone. It is because of the people around me that I am deciding to go to college. So I want to thank the people who helped me get here. I want to thank my parents for giving me the encouragement and tools I needed to keep going and pursuing college. I want to thank Ms. Long for helping me improve my writing skills. Writing was always something I despised and didn't like to, but without her help, I wouldn't have been able to write my essay as well as I was able to. I want to thank Ms. Bauman for helping me with my college essays and scholarships and FAFSA. Without her, I don't think I would have been able to do college. Finally, I want to thank my brothers and sisters for being there for me when I needed help and encouragement. They were always there for help whenever I needed it. Thank you.
Angel. Angel, you're amazing. You've overcome the language barrier, learned how to learn, and maintained an honest, straightforward approach to life. Thank you for trusting me to read your essays and about growing up and showing us all that hard work pays off. The Ford Family Scholarship recognized your strengths, and now you're on your way to a four-year university. Life isn't always easy, but you have had the skills to do well. Good luck as you become a computer engineer.
Hola, mi nombre es Ángel Pérez Ortiz. Nací en Colima y a la edad de 10 años me vine acá a Estados Unidos. Tuve dificultades en aprender inglés y en adaptarme a un nuevo lugar. Pasé por una depresión, pero tuve suerte de tener a mi hermana siempre ahí junto a mí. I found AVID in junior year, and I had no idea I wanted to attend to a college. I realized it was possible. Today, I stand here proudly to tell you that thanks to the Ford Family Foundation Scholarship, I get to attend PSU. I will be the first in my family to attend a four-year university. Without Ms. Aplan, Mr. Lopez, Ms. Bauman, and Ms. McDonald, I would not receive my scholarship. These four mentors guide me and help me prepare to attain my goal. Thank you for believing in me and helping me believe in myself. Y por último, quisiera agradecer a mis padres, quienes siempre se esfuerzan para conseguir lo mejor. Y quisiera que mi padre estuviera orgulloso de mí por lo que he logrado. Y esto.
Okay, Abe. Wow. Okay, anyone who knows Abe, he stands out. Abe, you're one of those students who stand out because you truly pursue your dream. Being an AVID, where the emphasis is on a four-year college, you dared to think outside the box and to pursue what you really wanted to do, not what we were pushing you to do. As you begin your journey to become a plumber, with support from the Lions Club, the Shock Memorial, 10 for Tomorrow scholarships, know that when you become licensed, you will have plenty of customers. Put me first on that list.
Good evening, everyone. Moving to the United States has been the best decision I've made, but the most painful as well. At the age of 8, I moved to the United States with my uncles for better opportunities and to make my mom, who is back in Mexico, proud of me. Getting used to living in the United States wasn't so easy. I had a hard time making friends in school, and not knowing any English didn't make it better. And that's why I chose Ms. Marroquin to be my honorary guest, because she was the first teacher who believed in me and on my journey to learn English. And although she wasn't able to be here today, I want her to know that she will always have a special place in my heart. I am now in my senior year of high school, a couple days away from graduating. I never imagined I would be the first person in my family to graduate and pursue a career. After deliberating between college or trade school, I've chosen to become a plumber because I love working with my hands and it fills a need in our community. Pursuing a post-secondary education in my family is not normalized, so I'm hoping to set an example for the younger generations of my family. Todos mis logros fueron posibles gracias a mi tía, que siempre me apoyó en todo y me impulsó a seguir adelante. También le doy gracias a mi mamá por hacer el gran sacrificio de mandarme a estudiar a los Estados Unidos y abrirme las puertas al éxito. Gracias.
Okay, Bridget. Hey, Bridget. Way to go pursuing your dreams and not letting anyone discourage you. Despite doubts, you applied and pursued your dream to go to school in New York. And now you're off to Buffalo State to attend college, majoring in psychology and social work. Watch out, New York. This is a person who is going to make waves for the better.
Thank you. Okay. Breaking the cycle, a phrase that I hold close to my heart and what I use to motivate me through any obstacles my life has thrown at me. From growing up in a low-income household to struggling to any assignments in my AP classes, this phrase is what pushed me to persevere. I've always been encouraged throughout my life to achieve any goals that I desire. And I was always told that I'm going to be the first in my family to go off to college. When I was told this, it was extremely hard for me to believe and scary to put into perspective. But over these 4 years, I've realized that it's true. With hard work and dedication, I have what it takes. I've always dreamed of moving to New York. Ever since I was like 4, Empire State of Mind was my favorite song. So I can now proudly say I will be attending Buffalo State University next year in the fall. I also wanted to say a special thanks to a few people. First, I'd like to thank Jennifer Durand. Thank you for always hyping me up and giving me pep talks about me and just being the person I've always wanted to be in life and encouraging me. And then I wanted to say thank you to the 2 siblings I have here, Chris and Layla. You guys are my rock, and I'm going to take you guys with me to New York. And thank you for always being there for me. And then Angel Gabriel Becerra, thank you for always being there by my side. And I can't wait to explore our lives together in New York. And last but definitely not least, my mom, Brenda Johnson. Don't cry because you're going to make me cry. Okay. Mom, I know that these past few years have been very rough for us, but I want you to know I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. Thank you.
Dorian. Okay. So we'll move on to Jasmine.
It's fitting that Jasmine is our ultimate graduate this evening. She is a model of the AVID program can do to empower a student, give them confidence, and set them on a journey to achieve their dreams. The first class we had together, she sat quietly in the back with a friend, interacting only as necessary. Fast forward to AP Government, where she still sat in the back, but walked in confidently and proudly into the classroom with a plan and a dream. Jasmine engaged in the advanced course, taking ownership in the fact that she deserved to be there. I cannot wait to see the success that follows you as you continue on to Western Oregon University.
If you had asked me 6 years ago where I would be on this date, I would not have been able to confidently say that I would be here today. Not only will I be attending my dream college, Western Oregon University, this fall to study business, I will be attending with no loans. Thank you for the generous awards from Rotary and the Community Service Scholarships. I may not have the top GPA, but that does not mean I have not worked incredibly hard to be here today. And I am deeply honored and in debt to those who have noticed that. I'll be the first person in my family to graduate high school. I'll be the first person in my family to go to college and graduate it.
I'll be the first person in my family to break the cycle of poverty. My guest of honor today is Sarah Benson, the amazing person who went out of her way to mentor and support me. Sarah Benson showed me who I am and who I want to be and what I'm truly capable of doing. I love you, Miss Benson. You taught me not to put up with anyone's stupidity and attitude, regardless of who they were to me. You even openly showed when you dislike people who treat me wrongly. You taught me that no matter what life throws at me, I can handle it. You are the best person I could have asked for to help me through high school and life. You even saved your cans for me in order to help my mom pay the bills, which meant a lot to me. And to my mother, I love you beyond what I can put into words. I know I may give you attitude frequently, even though I got that attitude from you. Definitely did. I hope you know that I love you with my whole heart, and I'm so thankful for every sacrifice you have ever made for me. I know that you may have doubts about being the best mom for me, but I couldn't ask for anyone better. You truly are the best mother I could have ever asked for. I know we have not had the easiest life, but due to those struggles we have encountered and survived together, I have learned things that many people my age will never be able to navigate, let alone with their mother. Thanks to you, Mom, I know how to refill prescriptions, change my insurance provider, call the IRS, find solutions to housing, heal from painful situations, and most importantly, love unconditionally. Because of you, I am able to navigate through any hardships in my life. Thank you for giving me the best brothers I ever could have asked for, and a father that works tirelessly to provide for us. P.S. to my fellow AVID students, and everyone in the room right now, I'm so proud of every little thing you've ever done to get here today. Regardless of if you're a parent, a student, or a teacher, every single action you have ever done has brought you to this day or brought somebody else here to their success. And I hope that you continue to succeed. Thank you and congratulations.
With that, we're going to end with our keynote speaker, Araceli Lopez.
Good evening, buenas tardes. My name is Araceli Lopez Ayala. I am a first-generation student who just completed my first year at Gonzaga University. However, I am not here to talk about myself. I did that last year. Instead, I am here to praise this class on all of their accomplishments and wish them the best of luck with their endeavors. Exactly 1 year ago, I was in the same spot as you all are currently in, physically walking across this stage, trying to hold back tears and pretending that my voice didn't crack while giving my speech, and then sitting back in those chairs and listening to the keynote speaker. But truthfully, I and many others were not listening to the keynote speaker because we were scared. Scared that after this, life was going to be different in so many ways. College was coming quicker than expected. In 3 months, my AVID family were all going separate ways, crying to ourselves because it was the end of our childhood, but also the end of our teenage years. Most of us were leaving our homes, parents, siblings, the life we built behind, knowing that when we came back, it was going to look different. For instance, some of us are coming back to traffic lights by Walmart in downtown, but also noticing that our family looked different compared to the last time we saw them. Siblings got taller. Our parents gained some weight. And and that everyone and everything was doing fine. We were feeling the exact same way most of you are feeling, and asking, did I make the right decision? Was everything I did worth it? From what my AVID family and I have experienced in our first year of college is that yes, everything we did was worth it because of how things would change. Said over and over again, college brings freedom and independence. It's cheesy to say, but we became better versions of ourselves because college was the place to reinvent yourself if you wanted, or be honest about yourself. It was the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to figure out who you wanted to be. Life after high school, you gain so many experiences with a variety of people that will end up changing you. But also, with the experiences you gather in high school, and AVID specifically, college may be easier than you expected because you know the ins and outs of applying for academic and financial scholarships, giving a good handshake and presentation, and writing a 10 to 15-page paper. If dealing with the constant pressures of academic and family obligations senior year seemed useless, trust me that in the end, they won't be, because you will notice once you get into college and you start talking to others that they don't have those skills that you do have. They don't know how to juggle academic and work life, but you do, so use it to your advantage. I have had the privilege to know and to talk to some of this year's graduating AVID students, and I know how tough this year has been for you all, dealing with huge changes within the classroom, but also with the application process. With all of these changes, you still gave it your all in your final year. Despite things being shifted for this class, you made it through. You all did so much, but that doesn't mean that you always have to have a smile on your face. It's perfectly acceptable, and many others and I encourage that you cry and let it out. You did so much. It's okay to be sad and cry. You had ganas to prove that you are worthy of a life, those who are way more privileged socially and financially. It's draining that you have all that pressure at times. You did some of the hardest work possible, so it's okay to shed tears. I wish I could say that your first year in college, trade school, wherever you are attending is going to be smooth sailing. However, you and I both know that life isn't smooth and simple. You are going to face the difficulties of making new friends, the rigor of college life, the change in environment physically and mentally. So here's a list of advice. Things are going to be uncomfortable when surrounded by people who are very different from you, financially and ethically, and it's okay. That doesn't mean you are any less worthy of being at that school. If you think it's a bad idea, then follow your gut. Please become acquaintances with your major minor professors. Use your voice in classrooms. You are paying to learn, but also to teach others. And lastly, please invest in shower shoes. You will need them eventually. And to the parents in this room, I hope you all are proud of your child because what they all dealt with in their high school years was difficult. They put effort academically and mentally all the way up until their final high school walk. Letting them take this next step in their life will have so much of an impact on their life, but also it will impact your life. Y a los padres que están en esta sala, deseo que ustedes estén orgullosos de sus hijos porque lo que ellos enfrentaron en sus años de escuela secundaria es difícil. Se esforzaron académica y mentalmente hasta su último paseo por la escuela secundaria. Sé que es difícil dejar su hijo que vaya a un lugar tan diferente, pero es fundamental que ellos vayan solo porque le beneficia a él, pero también a ustedes. Ellos se convertirán a la mejor versión posible de ellos mismos. As you all create your final high school moments, I hope you are proud of yourselves and everything you accomplished. I wish every single one of you the best of luck next year and every year after that. Don't be afraid to reach out to your AVID family because most of us understand what life after high school will look like. Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you for coming. Congratulations to the 32 people sitting in front of us. As you exit, there is a gift, so take one. There is cake and cookies out in the lobby, and I think everyone needs to stand up about now. So thank you very much.